الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Islamic brothers and sisters, inshallah, we will start fiqh knowledge session. And yesterday we had already discussed about the Taharat course, in which we studied about the Najasat, Khafifa, types of impurities and how to cure them. And also we discussed about how to wash the clothes and verify the clothes, and meanings about washing clothes and cure them in washing machine. Inshallah, we are also today we will learn about the sunnah much more. Inshallah, quickly, inshallah, I will revise whatever we learn. So we learn about the types of najasat. We already learned how, according to the weight, according to the liquid, and how to cure the clothes, and wudu, thought of wudu. Today, inshallah, we will learn about the sunnah acts of wudu. What are the sunnah acts of wudu? The first is the intention. So it has to be by either heart, or if you can make intention by word, so just say wudu, bismillahirrahmanirrahim, and the dua for the wudu. And then second is bismillah, we do bismillah. Third is washing hands up to the wrist 3 times. Up to the wrist here, washing hands to the 3 times, it's a sunnah. Using miswak. So it's at least you use miswak 3 times in your teeth, it's also a sunnah. And rinsing mouth 3 times, and gargling if it's not fasting. And if it's fasting, avoid gargling, as it can break the fast as well. Sniffing water into the nose 3 times. Then khilal of the beard. So it's like you are just put your fingers into your beard if you have beard. So it's called khilal. And then khilal of fingers. So same as well, like if you have like any gaps in between of the fingers, like toe fingers or the hand fingers. So by the khilal, you will be able to flow the water in between those. So it's a sunnah. Then moistening of the whole head only once. So for the head, the sunnah method is that you put 6 fingers like this, and then you have to wipe the whole head. Although there is a first is wiping 1/4 part, but for the sunnah it's like moistening the whole head at once. It's a sunnah. And then after you take the hand back, and then you put finger in your ears and at the back, and then the last back finger at the back of the neck. So that it will complete our whole moistening of the whole head at only once. It's a sunnah. Moistening of ears, it's already covered. 30 means the 4 first whatever we learn, that washing the entire face, washing the both forearms including the elbows. Third, wiping 1/4 of the head and washing both feet including ankles. It has to be in sequence. That is also sunnah. And washing the next part before the previous dry. So it doesn't, you don't delay too much in ablution. And these are mustahab, like it's better to do in wudu, mustahab acts. And I'll just quickly go with the makruhat because it's more important. The makruhat is like you have to avoid these makruhat. It's near to the haram, I would say. Near to the haram, not haram, but near to the makruhat. So the first is spitting saliva in the direction of Qibla. So even Holy Prophet ﷺ didn't like anyone who is splitting in the direction of Qibla. So you have to always consider when you are splitting or urinating, so you have to consider the direction of the Qibla. So don't split anything in the direction of Qibla. It's makruhat of wudu. Second, using water in excess. So wasting water. So most of the time when we are keeping the tap turned on while we are even doing the massage and gargling and sniffing water. So that lack of time, the water is being wasted. Instead, you have to turn off the water, turn off the tap, and then turn on again when you need it. So you don't waste water unnecessarily. Third, using so less quantity of so less water that sunnah can be followed. So like here, sometimes it's sunnah to wash 3 times. On the first of wuzu, it's sunnah to do wash 3 times. what we mentioned. And if it's not 3 times, then it's deliberating meeting. It's deliberating meeting is called makruha. So better to wash 3 times all those 4 furs of wuzu. And then splashing water on face. So you don't splash water, you just wash the face. So it's splashing water, it's makruha. Washing the face with only one hand. And next is wiping in front of the neck. So here we don't wipe when we are doing massage. This front of the neck, back of the neck we wipe. Rinsing mouth or sniffing into the water nose using left hand. So always use your right hand for that sniffing into water. Then cleaning nose with the right hand. It's called makruha. Cleaning 3 sets of unused water. And then using hot water heated by the sun. And then lastly, using the eyes and lips tightly closing. So sometimes if someone is like closing too much eyes and lips tightly, so the first act is not done. So for the first, you have to wash entire face, including eyes, lips. So if you close too tightly your lips and the eyes, so it can lead to not washing flowing the water into the some wrinkle spots. So if you notice, if I close too much with pressure, so some of the parts is comprising. So that means if you flow on that water, if you wash that, it won't flow. So you don't close the eyes and lips tightly. So keep it gently so the water flows from the whole face. Now we will see that what things will nullify wuzu. So urine, being, stool, whatever passing, it's nullified. Blood, pus, all when it's in a flowing amount, it will nullify the wuzu. Injection will not nullify the wuzu, and it will not also nullify the fast. So blood test will break the wuzu, but blood test will not break the fast. And then blood in the mouth. If someone has the blood in the mouth, and if the split is red, then the wuzu is broken. And when the split is not red and it's like a more saliva part, very less red, then it won't break the wuzu. And tears of the aligning eyes. So there is a disease in which the tears flow continuously from the eyes. It's kind of disease. So it will break the wuzu. Mouthful vomit. It will break the wuzu. Vomiting. Laughing in the salah. Where there is a salah you're going to do, that will break the wuzu. Inshallah, we already discussed. I'm just quickly memorizing this. And we also discussed about the sleeping, ruling on sleeping. So there is 2 conditions. If you sit on the both buttocks sit firmly, and also you sleep in such a way that it prevents deep sleep, your wuzu is valid. Else is not valid. So here are the diagram. First diagram is mentioned that in this state if you sleep, and if you don't sleep in a deep sleep, so it will not break the wuzu. And the second part, it will break the wuzu. And we also cover the bandages and uncertainty in wuzu. Now we will inshallah we will cover the ghusl. So there are 3 parts of wuzu, 3 acts which are first in wuzu. If any act is missing, your ghusl will not be valid. So first is rinsing of the mouth. So what is considered rinsing of the mouth? So the water has to be completely flowed in the mouth, so that even if you, for an example, you have anything in between the teeth, any food particle, so you have to take out the food particle which is coming out easily, or whatever is hindering in between the tongues or in between the teeth. So you have to first clean your mouth, and you have to wash your mouth vigorously so that every part of the mouth, the water flows like beneath the tongue, upper the tongue, and everywhere. Second is sniffing water into the nose. So if you are in the state of fasting, then you have to be very careful. So sometimes if you are sniffing water and the water goes inside your brain, it can invalidate your fast. So what is first? First is like sniffing water into the nose. If you please put your finger onto the nose, and you can sense that hard bone. So where there is a hard bone start, you have to sniff the water up to that limit. So where the hard bone is starting, you can see. So there it's your limit. So there you have to sneak the water inside your nose up to that, and you have to first clean your nose from all those impurities. If you didn't clean and you just sneak the water, and some part of your if there is an impurity and some part of your nose didn't wash or hair, so then your ghusl will not be validated. And if your ghusl is not there, then your namaz, salah will not be accepted even. So you have to be very careful in those fiqh knowledge, masail. So you have to first clean your nose everywhere and sniff water up to the hard bone, where you can touch the hard bone. Third is washing the whole body of the exterior body. And washing means flowing of at least 2 drops of water. 2 drops of water is considered as flowing. So you have to wash the whole body, like all the joints. You have to be very extra careful washing the whole body. So sometimes between these joints, like between the leg joints and the hand, arm, between the armpits, the water is not flowing perfectly. So you have to be very careful between behind the ears, in between the ears. So those are the sensitive part. You have to be very careful while doing the ghusl, specifically when the ghusl is falls upon you. So you have to be careful everywhere. You have to wash the whole body, so that not even a single hair or not even the single skin remain unwashed. Exterior body. Now these are the sunnah acts. So we will quickly go with that. Intention, washing both hands, doing istinja, and washing away any impurity on the body, if there is impurity on the body. Then doing wuzu, just like we are doing wuzu for salah. And then pour water on the left shoulder 3 times, pour water on the head, pour water on the entire body 3 times, and washing the feet. So these are the sunnah method of doing the ghusl. And makruh acts of doing ghusl. So this is very important. You don't ghusl while your front and back is towards Qibla. So most of the English toilet, I noticed, toilet and even the shower, they are in the front of the Qibla, or at the back, they are facing the Qibla, or they are opposite the Qibla direction. So you have to be very careful while you are urinating, so you don't urinate in the front or in the back of the Qibla. You have to be very careful. It's like a guna, and it's very strictly prohibited by Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And same like for ghusl, you don't stand in front of Qibla, you don't stand at back of the Qibla. So it's makruh. And then second is taking or reading anything in place of ghusl. If you are reading or like taking something for read in ghusl. And third is doing ghusl in such a place where people can see. And when it is sunnah, so on the day of Jummah it is sunnah to do ghusl. On Eidain, both Eids. Third, on the day of Arafat, 9 Dhul-Hijjah. And fourth, for ihram. So if someone is putting ihram for umrah or hajj, so it's sunnah to take the bath. And when it is mustahab, so on those mentioned information, it is mustahab to do. Like when there is a Sabi Mehraj, Sabi Barat, so that big night, it is mustahab. And what is main precautions? Please listen attentively. If a man's hair is braided, so some people have like braided hair. So it is first to wash hair from roots up to the teeth, having unbraided hair. So if any person has braided it, that has long hair, and if he has styled it and braided it, so he has to untie all the hair and wash from tip to the bottom of the hair. Second, women only need to wash the roots. It is not essential for them to undo the braid. For women, it's different ruling. Third, if the whole of the piers of nose, if there is a hole in the piers of nose, the teeth there is, so it is not closed, then it is obligatory to pass the water through that hole. If someone has hole in the ears or nose, so you have to pass the water in from that hole. And then what you can't do when junub, so if you have like the ghusl falls on you and you are in a state of impurity, what you cannot do? So you cannot read the Quran with the intention of recitation. And however, it is permissible to read with intention of dua. So if you are reciting Quran for the intention of dua, then you are permitted even if you are in the state of impurity. But as a reading the Quran as a whole with the intention of recitation, it's not permissible. And Alhamdulillah, every day we start our session after right away, sir. So I always encourage you to please participate after Asra right away. And inshallah, we will cover such topics which is obligatory for knowledge, Islamic jurisprudence, Hanafi, and it is obligatory for you to learn and to pass to the community. So please stay behind after Asra. Inshallah, we will start after Asra right away. Jazakallah khairan for participating. May Allah keep us steadfastness on the Sirat al-Mustaqim and give us more and more enthusiasm to learn the obligation knowledge and to pass the obligation knowledge. Ameen. Sallu ala Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam.